Okay, let's look at today's cards. Now, I wanted to ask a question today, not necessarily a question for myself, but I wanted to give the cards some kind of grounding with a question, rather than leaving them up in the air, so that we had to really think about, what of a multitude of different subjects it could be about. So I asked the question for somebody: what do I need to know about my finances or my money? We don't actually have any cards here which concern finances. Of course, one of the things that we could have done was to activate the fish card and place that in the reading, but rather than do that, I just wanted to get the information from random cards in the deck. So let's look at what we've got here. You would be right in thinking that it doesn't look great because we have the mice in position 2 and we have the coffin here in position 4. And the coffin doesn't always mean that something's bad, but just seeing it in the reading can make us feel that that's so. So let's look at the cards 2 by 2. We start off here with the crossroads. So the crossroads regards a decision that has been made about money. And with the mice next to it, this would suggest that it's not a good decision that's been made. This is a poor decision, a decision that results in lack in some way. Then we take the mice and the clover. Now, some people would interpret this as bad luck. But when I see the clover in this spread, to begin with, I kind of think, it's sitting in the middle, so it does mean that there is some hope. But when it sits on the right of a card, as it does here, I kind of feel that it provides more of a good influence than if it was, say, that way round. Because the mice are not actually eating away at the clover comes afterwards. So here I kind of feel that there is a glimmer of luck. But we must remember in the Lenormand cards that the luck here is small. We can also see as well that this luck is fleeting because it's finished off here in this twosome by the coffin. So luck ends. So this makes me believe, even though the decision here obviously was made initially that it's poor and there was a little bit of luck, it's not going to last forever, because we have difficulties here with the coffin and the anchor at the end, which could be saying an end of stability. So if we're thinking about money and we're thinking about lack and we're thinking about bad decisions that have been made, it kind of suggests here that this person has made a decision which interrupts or puts their security into jeopardy. Is it all that bad? Well, I don't think it is, because as I said, in the centre here, we do have this card of hope in the clover. So that really stands out to me. Even though it's small hope, it is hope that something will get better. And when we look at the mirroring, and we look at these two on either end, we can see that this decision here, a new decision perhaps, needs to be made, which has some kind of long-term consequences. Something needs to be made about the future. So it could be saying that a sacrifice needs to be made, or somebody needs to speak with a bank or someone who could help them with their finances, give them some advice. So a long-term decision needs to be sorted out. That could be a multitude of different things. If we look at these two, this suggests that the anxiety or difficulty will end. And I feel that that's very much reliant on what we've just looked at in the first and last card, because difficulties could end, as suggested in these two, but some kind of decision needs to be made for the future.